Hey guys, what's going on? Tonight I'm working on the LS2 for AJ, so check out what I've been working on and how much progress I've made. We have the new used 6-liter crankshaft ready to drop in. This thing was kind of dirty, so I cleaned it up pretty good. It's looking nice, about ready to drop in. I got the inside of the block cleaned up a lot more. It's looking pretty good, almost 100%, really clean. I also took the valves out of the 243 heads just to make sure that none of them were bent or anything. And I started cleaning these up a little bit, but they definitely need a lot more time, but they're definitely getting there. Both of them are looking good. Nice little mileage, 243 heads. Ready to make some power for sure. All right guys, so for a cam, we're going with the Truck Norris camshaft from Brian Tooley Racing. Here's the cam specs on them. And look at this beautiful BTR cam. I can't wait to hear the chop. I've heard only good things about this cam, so it should be awesome. I can't wait to hear it on the run stand. All right guys, so whenever you're putting a camshaft in a motor, make sure you always use lubricant or oil, engine oil. I use this Lucas assembly lube on all the camshafts I put in. You don't need anything too crazy, just as long as it gets on there, you're good. Should look something like that. So when the camshaft is looking like this and it's about to fall into the last spot right there, I usually just pump a little bit of engine oil on the last lobe before they go in, because sometimes it falls off a little bit, just to make sure there's plenty of oil on the camshaft. And make sure you clean the camshaft before you install it or put lubricant on it. Okay, so as you can see, the camshaft spins very smoothly. No bumps or any rough spots or anything. Spins really nice. The oil's just really thick. That's why it's kind of hard to turn, but definitely spins really smooth. That's really what you're looking for. So next is the camshaft retaining plate. So I'm going to take these bolts out and then clean the surface it goes on, and then we're going to oil the seal. All right, here's the cam retaining plate. They're Torx heads, so they're a T40 socket, fits good with them. So all you need to do for this is to put a little bit of oil on the seal here, and then kind of just make sure it's not dry. And make sure it's not dry. Make sure it's got oil on the whole seal. We need to put a little bit more on there, but all right, it's easier with two hands, but as you can see, it's got a bunch of oil on it. So now this is all clean. So now that just fits right on there. Now we can use our screws, our bolts here. All right, so now I can use our bolts to fit in here. All right, and we're gonna torque them down in a second once I get all of them started. All right, so I looked it up, and these are 11 foot-pounds for the cam retaining plate. I got my snap-on torque wrench, torque to set to 11 foot-pounds. They already have a little bit of Loctite on them, it looks like, so should be good. And that's it. That's all you need to do. I always double check just to make sure the cam still spins. Just to make sure, because you never know. Yep, still spins good. It looks awesome. So that measured up to 2.558 inches. So all you have to do is set that to 0 on your dial bore gauge here, and you measure it. You measure the difference once you torque the main caps down. And that's it. It's really easy. So all of our clearances are in spec and they're gonna work just fine, so that's good. So we're good to put the crankshaft in for final assembly. All right, we got the crankshaft torqued down. It's all looking good. And then here we got the LS2 timing chain and sprocket all torqued down. I put some Loctite on the cam bolts. I know you don't have to, but just in case. And then we have the Melling high pressure 10295 oil pump torqued down too. So it's looking really good. Definitely looking good. Now we just gotta clean up the pistons and measure the rod bearings. File fit the rings, make sure those go on good. So it turns over really nice. So yeah, I can't wait to see this thing come together. It's already going together pretty quickly, but yeah guys, the LS2 is looking real good. I'm really excited to get this thing done. All right guys, stay tuned for the next video where we're gonna drop the pistons in and finish up the short block. And then right after that, we're gonna work on the heads. And then the heads are gonna go on right after that. So it's gonna be a really quick assembly. And then it's going right on the run stand pretty soon. So stay tuned, make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. Thanks guys.